Okay, we are live with the Rcw Envy Pay-Per-View. I apologize, I'm kind of getting over a cold still. I'm taking, look at these meds, look at these meds. I'm taking Tylenol, cold and flu, Mucinex, whatever, trying to fight this cold. I always get it around this time too, right when beginning of January, middle of January, I always get around it this time, but I apologize for not streaming for a couple days. Like, I was just feeling like crap, and I just really, I had a birthday that I wanted to celebrate. Then shortly after that, I came down with something. It started with a sore throat, then it got worse, and now I've just been taking cold meds and starting to get over it. So, not much of an issue. I apologize if I cough here and there. Still, like I said, still trying to get over the cold. I apologize for having to reschedule this. I had to reschedule it from the 11th because the original air date for this was going to be on the 11th of January. But I have something to do for the college that I'm going to. I have to take a tour of the campus, and that's, I believe I have to do that at like 11 o'clock or something like that. So with that said, I had to reschedule it. It's just something that I had to do. Originally, I was gonna do it on Wednesday as a result of what I had to do on Friday, but I'm doing something on Wednesday too as well. So I have a pretty busy week this week, aside from Tuesday and Thursday. So I could easily do it on Tuesday and Thursday, but so I could have easily done it on Tuesday and Thursday, but you know, I don't really stream on those days. So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. You know, it is what it is. And I apologize if you hear stuff going on downstairs. I guess they're fixing something downstairs or doing something downstairs. I have no idea what it is. But they're doing something down in the basement, so anyways, we're still here. I still had to figure out a date for it, and I did it today, so I just wanted to get well enough to where I wasn't coughing every few seconds, so, you know, because health is the most important thing, so, you know, you want to make sure you're well enough to do things, and luckily, I get over stuff pretty quick. I have a very strong immune system. I rarely get sick at all. Like, this is the first time I've been sick in months, so, and usually when I get sick pretty bad. You know, I get hit with it pretty hard, but at the same time, I get over it pretty quick. But anyways, we have Chris Danger versus AJ Styles in an Extreme Rules match. This rivalry has been continuing on for the past couple episodes of Season 3. After this, we'll be taking a little short break just so that everybody has the ability to watch the whole entire pay-per-view all the way through. That's why I do short breaks in between. We'll get back on lockdown soon. I haven't shot an episode of Lockdown in a while, so I'll have to get back on that. But as of now, for the schedule for the show, we're just gonna do this, and then we're gonna do Lockdown going forward until I decide to bring it back. I usually like to bring RCW back like a week or two after, depending on, because I go back to college on next Monday. So with that said, I have to figure out, I'll be back on the college schedule, so but, you know, we'll figure it out. There's no issue in trying to figure things out. You know, I like having a schedule. I like where everything is right now, so This is an episode you definitely don't want to miss because the pay-per-views are a big deal. There's every title match, every title is on the line at every single pay-per-view. We have some really cool matches happening. We have a triple threat match between Bryan Outlaw, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Seth Rollins for the RCW Carnage title. And we have, we also have Jason Outlaw in a first blood match against Randy Orton for the RCW World title, in which you have to shed blood. Whatever superstar sheds blood first loses, and there will be a winner determining that. I've been trying to figure out like different match types that I could possibly do for these, because you know, I don't want to do the same old match types. I don't want to do normal match, normal match, normal match, normal match, you know, because pay-per-views are supposed to be special matches. There's supposed to be special matches involved. And I never like to do just normal matches, normal matches. Like, if it's a debut match, I can understand that. Like, if it's somebody's debut match, I can understand just having a regular, everyday match. But if it's something along the lines of, like, a big match, like a rivalry match or something like that, I always like to have some special stipulation. As Chris Danger chest stomps AJ Styles here. And again, I apologize if I like sniffle every once in a while because I'm still getting over this stupid cold, but like I said, I'm pretty good at getting over stuff. And plants AJ Styles down. So I might be less energetic than I normally am, but you know, that's to be expected. And a monkey flip by Chris Danger. Now, Chris Danger had told me one thing about AJ Styles. He said that AJ Styles is a very worthy opponent, but he still can't get over what happened when AJ Styles was champion, and that was how he didn't like being bossed around. He had this whole new attitude of not like being bossed around. And honestly, with Chris Danger siding with the Outlaws don't like to be bossed around either. But at the same time, they still obey the rules, and they still do whatever they need to do. And a super kick to AJ Styles. And Chris Danger is just taking over this matchup here. This is insane. I've never seen AJ Styles be this decimated, but I've seen AJ Styles, I believe he went up against John Cena before, if I remember correctly. And that match between them two was fantastic. For those of you that are wondering, I did have an amazing birthday. It was fun. I got to spend some time with friends, or a good friend of mine, and we got to go see Bumblebee, which was fantastic. That was a great movie, probably one of the best Transformers movies I've seen in a while. There's a lot of people who agree to disagree, but in my opinion, it was great. You know, I always like, it was relatively cheap too. That we have a small movie theater here. That's like in the city, you get those big movie theaters with the recliner seats and all the fancy stuff. But you know, in smaller towns, we have smaller movie theaters that are relatively cheap. So it's like $8 a ticket, and it was real fun. You know, we got to see a great movie, and it was fun, and I enjoyed it. And a super kick again to AJ Styles, and AJ is trying to look for a way back in this matchup here. But Chris Danger has this match under basically at its breaking point, and another super kick to AJ Styles. And Chris Danger almost got him with a count of 2 there. I thought that was going to be the end of it. And a springboard moonsault to Chris Danger. Or AJ Styles, excuse me. Now AJ looking for a way back in this matchup, and he starts the comeback now. Chris trying to get back to his feet. And a roll up here. Only a 1 count though. Chris still very fresh. I thought that was going to be the end of AJ Styles after that super kick. And Chris reversed that one. AJ just trying to get back to a vertical base here, but Chris has been on top of him this whole entire match. Looking for the calf crusher, but Chris able to reverse it. And another super kick to AJ Styles. Could that be it for AJ? And yes, it is. Chris Danger finishes this matchup. And this was an Extreme Rules match, and it never left the ring. This match was an Extreme Rules match, and it never left the ring. Chris Danger did not need any weapons whatsoever to beat AJ Styles. Who's this? Miles Anderson. What's he doing here? Definitely Miles Anderson looking to make a statement here. We've seen a highlight reel of him before. If you haven't checked that out, make sure to check that out. But Miles Anderson looking to make a statement here against Chris Danger. Looking to take away the spotlight. Looking for possession here. Possession on Chris Danger. And Miles Anderson looking to make a huge statement here, and that's exactly what he's doing. Finishing Chris Danger. Jesus. That's crazy, man. Having Miles Anderson come in here and make a statement. Definitely. I wanted to make him debut in some in the proper way possible. And I didn't want him to have a match yet. That's the thing. It's like when I debut guys like that, I don't want them to have a match. I'd rather have them make a statement first, and then make them have a match. Like, I'm not the type of guy that like just gives them. I like to sort of like build up to their debut. I never like to just say, okay, they got a debut match at the pay-per-view. So if they make a run-in or something like that, like, that's just something to hype stuff up. We have Jeff Hardy versus we have the Hardy Boys versus the Usos for the tag team titles. Now the Hardy Boys, they gained the titles by battling the Brothers of Destruction and the team of Black Hole, Finn Balor and Aleister Black, for the vacated tag team titles, since Black Hole couldn't defend them because of a bug in the game. Simply, that was something that I didn't want to do, because I planned on having them hold on to the titles for a while. But you know, we had to figure out a way around it. Turns out all I had to do was redo the belts, which is what I did for Season 3. I ended up redoing the belts. Because I wanted a different look for RCW. I wanted a different logo, a more professional looking logo. Because when I first started the show, all I did was, I kind of like half-assed the titles, honestly. I kind of didn't do the best job that I wanted to. And so with Season 2, like, I wanted to redo it and to actually like take the time to do things, and that's exactly what I did for Season 2. And then for Season 3, I was like, alright, how can we make this even more professional? And I did that by, you know, making the logo at which you see now. So you know, it works out in a way. But we have the Hardy Boys looking to defend their titles against the Usos. The Usos earned this opportunity by beating the tag team champions. So they beat the tag team champions, and thus you earn opportunities here in RCW by winning matches. We have the Usos. Who am I controlling exactly? Oh, I'm controlling Jeff, okay. Jimmy Uso looks to start up Matt Hardy here. It's hard to tell them apart sometimes because they're twins. So it's sometimes I'll mix up their names, and I apologize if I end up doing that. Jeff Hardy goes on the outside of the ring, looking to take care of Jey Uso. That's exactly what he's doing here, making sure that Jimmy cannot make the tag. Jey Uso able to reverse it. Planting Jey Uso onto the outside. Good work from Jeff Hardy working on Jey Uso as Matt Hardy is working on Jimmy in the ring. Now Jeff working on Jimmy now. Oh. Had a little bit of miscommunication there, trying to stop Jimmy from making the tag. Great teamwork from the Hardy Boys. There's a reason why they're the tag team champions. Obviously, that's definitely not enough. Jeff looks to get back on the apron. Possibly looking for a double team there with his brother. Matt able to it appeared he looked to stop Jimmy Uso from doing that move there, but Matt Hardy unable to get out of the way, but easily Jeff able to help out his brother Matt. And Jey Uso causing a little bit of interference there. And the good news is Jeff Hardy's right there to stop it. And Jeff Hardy with the pin, but only gets a 1 count. Oh, a little bit of hesitation there from Jeff Hardy. Now Jimmy Uso looking to end Matt Hardy here with a super kick. Or can we say yes to new tag team champions? And the Usos are the new tag team champions. After 1 super kick. That's all it took. Jeez. I expected the Hardy Boys to have a little bit more heart than that, but looks like the Usos are your new tag team champions. And well deserved though, for sure. Take nothing from the Hardy Boys. They battled as hard as they could, but the Usos are your new tag team champions. Now, like I said, I really don't like tag matches in this game just because of the way that they're laid out. Like, I don't understand why they are the way they are, but it's just how it is. But we have Luna Outlaw versus Nikki Cross in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Now, the rivalry that started between these two, honestly, I have no idea what the whole story is with the rivalry with these two. It's sort of a been there, done that sort of thing. I thought it would have been over. But Nikki Cross, you know how she is. She's a twisted sister of RCW, and she likes to play. That's what she does. She likes to play games. And Luna Outlaw, definitely, in my opinion, or in Nikki's eyes, is probably no more than just a pawn in her little game. And Nikki Cross looks to prove that in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Now, the rules of this match are simple. Falls Count Anywhere, it says it right in the name, so you can pin or submit your opponent inside the ring or outside the ring. It doesn't matter wherever it is. There's no disqualifications, there's no countouts, anything goes. So this should be very interesting. This Luna Outlaw looks to come out here. I believe this is her first ever pay-per-view match, if I'm not mistaken. Same with Nikki Cross as well, I believe. What's up, Matt Hardy? How's it going? So we have Luna Outlaw versus Nikki Cross, Falls Count Anywhere. No title on the line, so this is just this. But I wouldn't say that Luna Outlaw's title picture is too far away. I wouldn't say that. I think one day she could become RCW Women's Champion. Her sister Sky Outlaw holds that title right now at the moment. Which she will be defending that title against Alexa Bliss in an Iron Man match. And we have Nikki Cross coming out here. This is Matt, this is my own universe. I do not use regular WWE titles. This is my own universe, so nothing WWE gets put in here other than the superstars. So I don't just do random matches because this is my own show. This is my own universe, so I don't include any of the WWE titles. I don't know why it's doing a tutorial for. What titles are there? There's the RCW Women's title, the RCW World title, the RCW Carnage title, and the RCW Tag Team title as well. And I believe that's it, I think. There's the Carnage one, the tag title, the world title, and then the women's title, yeah. That's it. Again, this is Falls Count Anywhere. This doesn't need to happen inside the ring. It can happen anywhere else. Jeff versus Finn Carnage title. the card's already been made. So I don't just do the random matches. The card's already made already. Finn Balor is in a tag team right now with Aleister Black right now. Next show, I have to build up storylines. So currently there is no storyline going on between Matt Hardy and Finn Balor right now. Currently, so and Brian Outlaw currently holds the title, so it depends on what happens. Depends on what happens tonight. I can't tell you what storylines there are because that would be giving away you know, the matches and stuff. If I were to tell you what storylines are going on right now, that would sort of be defeating the purpose of watching the show in the first place. Luna Outlaw looks for a blackout on Nikki Cross. Connects with the blackout, but she's too tired. She's too tired to follow it up with the dawning there, but Nikki Cross looks to get outside the ring. I don't know what she's doing here. Playing a little bit of mind games with Luna. That's something that Nikki Cross loves to do. Now Luna carrying a sledgehammer on the outside of the ring. Looks to use it on Nikki Cross, but Nikki Cross able to reverse that one. Planting Luna on the outside. Again, falls count anywhere. She can pin her here. And Enziguri by Luna, and picks up the sledgehammer and using the sledgehammer on Nikki Cross, punishing her right now. This is absolute carnage right now. This is crazy. Definitely the rivalry between these two is absolutely heated. I have no idea why this started in the first place. But Nikki's not one to play around. She likes to play, but at the same time, it's playing mind games. It's the only thing she likes to play is mind games. And again, Luna is a little bit tired. She's got to keep an eye on that stamina, and a spear on Nikki Cross. This is an absolute mauling of Nikki Cross and Luna just walking away. Uh-oh, looking to possibly finish this here. Allowing Nikki to get back to her feet. Possibly just taking a breather. A reversal again by Luna, and the referee's got to get over here. The referee's got to keep track of what's going on in this matchup. Looks for another blackout, but Nikki able to reverse that and throws her back in the ring. Now the referee, right on top of that, gets right back in the ring with him. Just forcing Luna's head right into the canvas. Diving for a splash, and Luna able to get the knees up. And again, Nikki able to one step ahead of Luna. Luna only being 19, she's very smart for her age. Luna realizing that Nikki was trying to do something there and able to intercept that a little bit. And again, Nikki with a clothesline. Lifts her up here. What's she going for here? Possibly a chop. And a DDT on the outside. Looking for a blackout. Connects on the blackout. Thought she could connect on the dawning, but Nikki one step ahead of her and able to reverse that one. Carrying her. Lets her go because her back got the best of her on that one. Good job on Luna there, hurting her back, and another DDT on the outside. What a great match this is so far between these two. Allowing Nikki to get back to the outside. And Luna's right there waiting for her, and another DDT. Uh-oh. Luna's looking for the final hurrah here to finish Nikki Cross. Uh-oh. Come on. Luna, don't do this. You already finished her enough. Uh-oh. Looking for a possible power bomb through the table. Power bomb through the table. Pin right after. And Luna Outlaw able to come out with a victory. That match could have gone either way. But both ladies were there to entertain. And entertained well, honestly. They did a really good job in that match, but we still got more ahead. We have the RCW Women's title on the line with Sky Outlaw and Alexa Bliss. Now, how interesting this would be if Alexa Bliss became the new RCW Women's Champion. Now, this all started from an attack that happened when Alexa came out, and she came out after a match, I believe. It was after a match in which Alexa attacked Sky, and then Sky did the same exact thing as a little bit of retribution, and that's how this matchup was made. Every title must be put on the line at a pay-per-view. I don't care what match it is, but every title must be put on the line. Also, we had the Usos become RCW Tag Team Champions, our new RCW Tag Team Champions. I don't care about JoJo because her voice is off, so it doesn't matter. We have the goddess of RCW, or the goddess of WWE, in her case, Alexa Bliss. What a victory this would be for Little Miss Bliss to gain the title and be at the top of the mountain once again. She's been Raw Women's Champion and SmackDown Women's Champion, but none of those accolades matter when you're on RCW. It doesn't matter what you did in your past, it matters what you're doing now. And Alexa knows that. I'm surprised that Sky doesn't have an insurance policy out here. But walking with confidence. I took off the Santa hat finally. I finally realized that she's had the Santa hat on from the Christmas Eve edition that we had of RCW before the pay-per-view. And I was lucky enough to remember to take off the hat, the Santa hat. Now I asked Sky if she was nervous about this matchup, considering she's been in some brutal matchups with Paige in the past. And she said no, she's definitely not nervous at all. Walking in with full confidence is exactly what you're supposed to, because if you don't walk in with full confidence, your opponent's going to know that, and your opponent is going to use that to take advantage of you. Now, the rules of this match are simple in case you don't know. It's 15 minutes, and you have to get the most pinfalls out of your opponent. If this ends in a draw, don't worry, we'll settle it next show. You know, that in case that might happen. But we can't worry about that right now as this matchup gets underway. And a basement dropkick to Alexa Bliss. And Sky looking to start off early in this matchup. The earlier you can get your falls, the quicker it might be for you. But you don't want to get them too early, because you don't want to get your opponent time to get back in this matchup. So you got to keep an eye on the clock. And knees to the midsection of Alexa Bliss. Again, wrenching on the throat of Alexa Bliss. Sky definitely does not want to lose this title. Now Alexa Bliss able to get out of that one with an arm drag. Dragging Sky to the corner. Tree of Woe here. I haven't seen her up in this position in a while. Now Little Miss Bliss. Using the ropes to her advantage. Disqualifications do apply, so if you do get disqualified, it counts as a fall to your opponent. So both ladies definitely have to be careful with that in mind. Sky finally able to reverse that one. And a bulldog by Sky Outlaw. Again, she definitely doesn't want to let go of this title. I believe she is the longest reigning RCW Women's Champion. She's also the youngest at 20 years old. Sister of Jason and Brian. Definitely those two here tonight are watching this matchup. And sky's the limit on Alexa Bliss. Could that be the first fall of the matchup? And no, Alexa's still kicked out despite Sky using the ropes as leverage. Now, if you've been watching this show for a while, you know that the Outlaws use anything to their advantage. They bend the rules a little bit to try and win, and they'll do anything to win. And that's the kind of thing I'd like to see from my opponents, or from my competitors here in RCW, excuse me. And Alexa tried to go for a little bit of an early pin there. Sky's still very fresh in this matchup. And again, plants Alexa down. Just another kick to the midsection, knocking the wind out of Little Miss Bliss. But Little Miss Bliss able to reverse it with a kick and takes her onto the outside of the ring. Now Alexa looking to get back in this matchup. We still have yet to score the first fall in this match. Countouts do apply as well. A couple of chops from these ladies. And Sky looks like she's just going to let this go. But Little Miss Bliss gets back to her feet after the count of 5. Oh, I don't have a corner signature, that's right. Well, tried to do something. I thought I heard. Insult to injury on Sky. This is... Can Alexa score the first fall in this matchup? 2. And she does. Alexa has 1 fall in this matchup. The very first one. Side Russian leg sweep. Lifts her up. Looking for Sky's the limit one more time. Sky's the limit again. Pin right in the middle of the ring. And no, Sky tried to tie that up with just a little less than 10 minutes. 5 minutes has gone by in this matchup. And Sky is mad. She realizes that she can't get down early, but she can't let those emotions get the best of her, though. And Alexa Bliss trying to do something there. I don't know what she was looking for, but Sky able to sniff it out. And Alexa Bliss again reverses that one. Planting Sky. It's definitely got to hurt her back. I know she's had some back issues in the past. Another knee to the back. Sky and looks for a pin. Referee right there. Not even a 1 count. Sky knows that if she gets down by 2 falls, could end up coming back to bite her, and able to escape that submission. Kicks Alexa Bliss down. I think she's got to go for the big guns here. I think she's got to go for Skyfall here. And I think she knows that one. Looking for Skyfall. Skyfall on Alexa Bliss. And Sky ties it up with 8 minutes left to go. Standing moonsault on Alexa Bliss. Again, this matchup can go either way, and a super kick on Alexa Bliss. Uh-oh. This is Skyfall halfway across the ring here. Looking for Skyfall and barely connecting on that. As you can see, Sky hurt her back on that. And Alexa kicked out. Sky had the lead 1 second away. But she's going for it again. Looking for Skyfall once more. And a connecting again on Alexa Bliss. Can she get her down for the 3 count this time? And no, Alexa's still kicked out. Man, these two women absolutely wanting to do anything to walk out with the women's title. Sky's just looking to retain it. And a little bit of a comeback here. Now Sky on the comeback. Oh God. I'll call her. Oh, trying to get to the top rope, excuse me. And connected on Skyfall there. And finally gets Alexa Bliss down. Now she's leading by 2. What's up, Nikolai? How's it going? I think I've seen you around here before. I think you were in, not the last stream, but the other stream before it. Yeah, I decided to keep streaming on YouTube. Why not? You know, I'm streaming now on Mixer and Twitch and YouTube. More visibility. You know, why not? I understand that, you know, some people still watch on YouTube, so I figured I'd keep it going. I apologize if I'm coughing a little bit and having a little bit of the sniffles. I am getting over a cold right now, and it's honestly not being too kind to me in some parts, but we'll learn to live with it. Looking for sky's the limit on Alexa Bliss to go up even further in this matchup. 3 points. Oh, couldn't quite get there. Little Miss Bliss. This is for the RCW Women's title, by the way. Sky just looking to retain this. Uh-oh. Sunset flip. Looking for a patented DDT here. But Sky able to reverse that one. And Sky just kicks her down, dragging her to the middle of the ring. Rope breaks are still effective in Iron Man matches. Looking for an elbow drop and an elbow drop onto the back of Little Miss Bliss. And only gets a 2 count there. And a super kick, kind of a little awkward by how she set that up, but still worked. Dragging her to the middle of the ring, realizing that rope breaks are still effective. Can she score with another pin here? And Alexa is still in this. 3 minutes left. If Sky gets up 2 falls, I think this is over. Alexa Bliss, realizing that, gets back to her feet, able to reverse that missile drop kick. Oh no, another insult to injury. And she kicked out. Sky kicked out. But Alexa still has time to tie this up here. She's probably looking for Twisted Bliss. Twisted Bliss on Sky. And she tied it up. You don't like Bliss? I love Alexa Bliss. I love her as heel. I think she's great. I think she's hot too, but I watched her all the way through NXT and in the main roster. Uh-oh. Little Miss Bliss trying to be a little sneaky there with a pin. It's tied up. 2 minutes left. Anything can happen in these 2 minutes here. Just a slap to Alexa Bliss. And Sky is fired up. Sky has 2 Skyfalls in her back pocket. I highly suggest she uses them. Because you still, keep in mind, you still need 3 seconds to score a pin. So they need to keep that in mind too. And a Skyfall on Alexa Bliss. Could this gain her the lead? And yes, it does. No, that's fine. I understand English is not everybody's first language. It's alright. I understand. Not everybody. I don't even people from the United States that are from the United States that speak English can't even speak English that well sometimes. Looking for an elbow drop, but Little Miss Bliss able to reverse that one. She still has time in this matchup, but she only has a minute left now. She can't be screwing around now. Looking to score for a pin here. And Sky realizing it, and she kicks out, able to roll out of the ring. Now Sky just wasting time. That's exactly what she needs to do. Just waste time. She doesn't even need to get back in the ring. She just needs to waste these 30 seconds. Looks like Sky baited her in and a side Russian leg sweep. And Sky's just looking to just let this go. And she does, and she retains. Laughing in Alexa Bliss's face. And rightfully so, but gotta give credit to Alexa Bliss there staying in this matchup, but Sky too much for her, and Sky retains. Guy's like, give me that title. Give me that title. And she raises that title up with pride. And I gotta take a screenshot here because it's important to keep. Uh-oh, but she's not done yet. Come on, Sky, you've already won the matchup. You don't need to... Looking to punish Little Miss Bliss even further than she already has. And a super kick to Little Miss Bliss, picking up the title, using the title as a weapon. Sending a message to Little Miss Bliss. And rightfully so. But Sky retains, but we still got a little bit to go here. We have Jason Outlaw versus Randy Orton in a first blood match for the RCW World title. Now, rules are simple in this. There's no disqualification, no countouts. No disqualification, no countouts. The winner must hurt their opponent so much that he sheds blood. And whoever sheds blood first is the winner of this matchup. And with no disqualification rules, I have to say that this is in favor of Jason Outlaw. Jason has been in brutal matches like this before, but we've seen Randy Orton in a brutal match against Matt Hardy in Hell in a Cell. So it's really hard to say who's going to win this, but I honestly think it favors Jason Outlaw considering do I have games on my mobile on my phone? Very few. I only play every once in a while. I don't play. I'm not really a phone game person. Like when I play games, I usually play them on my Xbox. Like I honestly don't know how people play those mobile games, like Clash and stuff like that. I just don't have I guess the patience for it and the dedication for it, because some of those games take a lot of dedication and a lot of time, and honestly I just like to pick up a game and play it every once in a while. Except with this though. With WWE I like to do, you know, the RCW stuff, the lockdown stuff, all that stuff. You know, that's a little different, but I'm not really much of the mobile gaming person, but if you are, to each their own, I guess. You know, that's... But Randy walking in with confidence here in the first blood matchup. And the RCW World Champion, Jason Outlaw. Walking in with pride. I'm surprised he has no insurance policy here. But, you know, it surprises me when the Outlaws do not have somebody out here at ringside. Usually they do. They usually have each other. But I guess not. And you can hear the chants of Randy from the RCW universe, but Jason does not want to lose this title. He won it in an open challenge against John Cena when John Cena was like, okay, I'm going to issue an open challenge. And John Cena lost it the night after he won it at the Crusade pay-per-view. He won it at the Crusade pay-per-view against The Rock and Edge, and then lost it the night after to Jason Outlaw. So Jason hasn't had the title for too long. And a zigzag to Randy Orton. Randy Orton able to reverse it though. Taking the steel chair out of Jason's hand. But Jason, very quick and agile, able to reverse that. Planting Randy Orton. And again, you got to work on that head there to get it busted open. First Blood wins the matchup. And a bail kick to Randy Orton. Randy Orton is in big trouble here. Again, no disqualification, no countouts. Anything goes in this First Blood matchup. It'll be on the playlist as soon as this is over. As soon as it fully processes and gets everything, it'll be on the playlist as soon as it's over. Like every other episode is. Now Randy Orton looking to get back in this matchup here. We already had one Outlaw retain their title tonight. Could we see another? Roblox, I used to play that. I used to play that on my computer. When I actually got a gaming computer that could handle gaming, but a little bit of redecorating being done here. I'm surprised right now. I'm surprised Randy's not doing... Jason being a little nice here, allowing Randy to get up. Taunting Randy right in his face. Uh-oh, but he's going to pay for that one. Planting Jason. Jason has to remember that pinner submissions don't work. And a clothesline to Jason. Now we're seeing the real Randy Orton here. Randy Orton unhinged. There's a reason why he's called the Apex Predator, as Jason is able to reverse and get Randy Orton back in the ring. But Randy Orton with the reversal and a snap suplex. Randy looked for the comeback. A little bit of hesitation from Jason there. Randy with a power slam. Now Randy's way back in this matchup. Uh-oh. This is Cradle DDT, patented Randy Orton. Cradle DDT to Jason Outlaw. Now he's one RKO away from possibly winning this matchup. Still has to work on the head of of Jason, excuse me. And with a knee right to the face, Randy Orton wins. I expected there to be an RKO there, but I guess a knee to the face was all it took. You can see it there. And Randy Orton is the new RCW World Champion. Jeez. Alright, we'll see you, Nikolai, and thanks for stopping by, man. And Randy Orton is your new RCW World Champion. Wow. Now, what? I'm not gonna diss Jason. I thought that was a fantastic matchup. I just feel like Jason hesitated a little too much. And Randy Orton is called the Viper, and he, no pun intended, struck at the right moment. So we have a triple threat match for the RCW Carnage title between Seth Rollins, Bryan Outlaw, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, this matchup has been a very hyped up match for a while now. Shinsuke returned unexpectedly and made a statement and attacked Bryan Outlaw, thus started that rivalry. And then Seth Rollins won a lot of matches to let him gain a spot in this matchup. And that's where we're at right now. Now this has to be very scary because the last time Bryan was in a matchup with Triple Threat was AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan won that matchup. And Daniel Bryan just overwhelmed Bryan Outlaw. Both AJ and Daniel Bryan overwhelmed him. We've seen him take on one man, but we haven't seen him take on two in where titles are on the line. So this could end without having Bryan Outlaw be involved in it. So Bryan Outlaw could easily just be on the outside of the ring, not even be involved in this matchup, and somebody else could easily take the title. Now, I asked him, hypothetically, what if he lost the title? Who would he rather lose it to? And he said Seth Rollins. He said he's okay with losing the title as long as Seth Rollins wins it. But if Shinsuke wins it, he's definitely not going to be okay with it. He said Seth Rollins is my friend. He's had the Carnage title before. This is his opportunity as well to gain it. And Seth Rollins said to him, no matter what happens, we're still going to burn it down regardless. And I think that's what's going to happen, rightfully so. And we have the champ, Bryan Outlaw, coming out. I thought he would be in his warden costume for this, but he told me, he's like, I want to be me. Vegas needs to see me. We're in Vegas. Now, question is, will Brian Outlaw be able to overcome the two men in the ring, Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura? If he is able to, he can honestly say that he is the best RCW Carnage champion of all time. Granted, RCW has only existed for 3 seasons, counting this one. This being season 3. I would have to say that that would make the argument absolutely valid. And there it is, the RCW Carnage title. And the referee holding it up. Triple threat match is underway here. And the referee goes down. Again, no disqualifications, no countouts. And Brian is just going to let Shinsuke and Seth Rollins go at it. As the referee gets back up. And a pin there by Seth Rollins, and Shinsuke able to kick out right away. Brian grabbing the weapon of mass destruction here. Steel chair. Completely legal in this triple threat matchup. And Shinsuke able to reverse. Now Shinsuke working on Seth Rollins now. Seth Rollins rolls to the outside of the ring but gets back in. Shinsuke tempting him to get back in. And Brian on the outside just watching this happen. This is very veteran-like for somebody as young as Brian is. This is very veteran-like, allowing the 2 other men to beat the hell out of each other and to take advantage. And a rope break, this shouldn't happen. Rope breaks shouldn't happen in triple threat matches, which I have no idea why they're on. Triple threat matches basically don't allow rope breaks to happen, but and a back body drop to Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins able to reverse him. Low blows are legal as well. And stomping on the arm of Shinsuke Nakamura. And a low blow to Seth Rollins. And realizing allowing Seth Rollins to just get back to a vertical base. Now looks to cause trouble with... Now these two fighting each other. Seth Rollins and Brian Outlaw, these 2 best friends going at it. And bust Seth Rollins wide open with a knee. And another knee. Now turning his attention to Shinsuke and using the steel chair on Shinsuke. Shinsuke able to reverse, and another shot with the steel chair on Shinsuke. Now we're seeing more of Brian Outlaw here. Correction on the outside. Landing it, but it's not going to work. You can't pin on the outside and turning his attention to Seth Rollins. But Seth Rollins able to reverse. Planting Bryan. Throwing Bryan face first into the ring post. Now throwing Seth Rollins back into the ring now. 450, barely connecting. It's definitely got to hurt the back. Oh, Shinsuke tried for the low blow on Bryan Outlaw, but Bryan able to sniff that one out. And now it's just Seth Rollins, the Kingslayer, and Bryan Outlaw in the ring. This is something that we've wanted to see for a while. Uh-oh. Seth Rollins looking for the curb stomp on Bryan Outlaw. Shinsuke's on the outside of the ring. He can't really do anything about it. And only a 1 count. Bryan does not want to lose this title. Now Shinsuke working on him. And a spine buster to Shinsuke. Now working on Seth Rollins now. Now Bryan's the only one left standing. Tossing Shinsuke into the turnbuckle. Now it's just, once again, Seth Rollins and Bryan Outlaw, the two best friends, the true training partners. Looking for a DDT perhaps and a clothesline to Seth Rollins. Could that be it for Seth? But no, Seth kicks out at 2. Still. Man, this matchup. Shinsuke looking to get back to his feet here. And a big boot to Seth Rollins. Kinshasa to Bryan Outlaw too. And Shinsuke Nakamura is your new RCW Carnage champion. Oh my god. Shinsuke came in at the right time. This is somebody that Bryan Outlaw did not want to lose to, and Bryan Outlaw ended up getting pinned by Shinsuke Nakamura. And now Shinsuke is your RCW Carnage champion. Wow. I did not expect... I thought we were going to see Seth Rollins possibly... Seth Rollins looked like he was going to gain it, but Seth Rollins was right in the ring, but he was down. And we see Undertaker versus The Rock. In a tables match. Now, this came about when The Undertaker wanted it. He came out, he made his return. Not really to action, but, you know, to television. He made his return to television asking for a match. I had to think of an opponent, and then The Rock was like, okay, I'm going to come out and attack The Undertaker, and here we are. And that's really how everything else happened. So, yeah. That's where we're at right now. So we have the Dead Man versus the People's Champ, The Rock. The Rock, a former RCW World Champion. And The Undertaker could have been a tag team champion with his brother with his brother of destruction, Kane, but fortunately not. And we are here in a tables matchup. So the only way to win this match is to put your opponent through the table. Not through the announce table, through one of the tables out here we have at ringside. So that's how it works. And The Undertaker. Wow, what an impressive reversal by The Rock. And The Rock working on The Undertaker. This is an absolutely historic matchup. But what a victory would it be for The Rock to rock bottom The Undertaker through a table. And a boot right to the face of the People's Champ. The People's Champ with a shoulder tackle to The Undertaker, and The Undertaker's down. It's the only way to win, for The Undertaker to be down off of his feet. Maybe you can take a page out of Brock Lesnar's book, but a clothesline to The Rock. Just a couple strikes. So The Undertaker, Irish whip, throwing The Rock back into the ring. This is an absolute beating and a knee right to The Rock. A double X handle to the back. The Undertaker looking like he hasn't missed a step. Looking for a choke slam on The Rock. But a reversal from The Rock. And it seems like The Rock has eyes in the back of his head looking for a spine buster, but The Undertaker able to reverse that one too as well. Looking for a choke slam on The Rock and a choke slam on The Rock. Remember, The Undertaker has to put The Rock through a table to win. No pinfalls or submissions. The Rock and The Undertaker knows that, so he gets a table right back into the ring. Now The Rock using the table as a weapon against The Undertaker. Undertaker able to reverse that, and a big boot right to The Rock, and The Rock wisely rolling out of the ring. And another knee and a couple of strikes. But The Rock able to reverse that one. And more strikes to The Undertaker. Where's The Rock taking the Dead Man? Throwing him face first into the post, and another shot to The Undertaker's face into the post. But Undertaker able to throw The Rock back into the ring, and a backbreaker to the People's Champ. And double X handle to the back once again. And another one. I think the Undertaker is ready now. He is ready to finish what he started. But The Rock able to get out of it. Uh-oh. Oh no. The Rock looking to possibly put the Undertaker through the table and with an elbow, and the Undertaker rolls out of the way. I thought The Rock would have. I thought that would have been done. Thanks for the follow, Caleb Green. I appreciate it. You should get an alert. It should pop up in a second here, if it hasn't already. I thought that would have been the end of the Undertaker right there. An elbow drop through the table. That would have been done. The Rock not realizing he just walked right across the... And the Undertaker throws The Rock back in. The Undertaker bringing in a table. Another table. Hopefully they can get the scraps out of here with this one. I don't know what The Rock was going for there, but there's a reversal and a rock bottom on the Undertaker. But that's not going to help him. That's definitely not going to help him, because you can't win via pinfall or submission. You have to put your opponent through the table. So again, that might have been sort of a waste on The Rock's part. Now the Undertaker's busted open. Oh no. Suplex by the Undertaker. Couple strikes. Looking for a tombstone. Uh-oh. Tombstone on The Rock. Possibly just weakening him. Maybe not necessarily to put him through the table, but to weaken him enough so that he could get him up against the table. But The Rock again able to reverse that. Hopefully you are enjoying this main event of the Rcw Envy pay-per-view, and The Rock able to reverse the Undertaker. What a back and forth matchup we have here. Now the Undertaker is in big trouble here. Oh no. Samoa drop. Luckily that wasn't close to the table. Otherwise it would have been over in a spine buster to the Undertaker. Oh no. People's elbow. People's elbow to the Undertaker. The only thing saving the Undertaker right now is the fact that this is not a regular matchup. I thought he was going to throw The Rock through the table. Just takes The Rock down, and The Rock uh-oh. Not realizing that The Rock goes back inside the ring. DDT. Oh no, now The Rock's looking to Lift up the table. Comeback for The Rock. Oh, God. Oh, no. Leaning the Undertaker right up against the table. You don't have a finisher. You can't do nothing. You don't have a finisher. Oh, my God. I don't know what I tried to do there, but whatever it did, it worked. Here we go. Choke slam. Choke slam on The Rock. Now all the Undertaker has to do is get him towards the table. Oh no. This could be the end. Choke slam through the table and the Undertaker wins. All it took was one choke slam through the table. Well, obviously more than one choke slam, but one choke slam through the table and a winner. So that's all it took. And The Undertaker is victorious in Las Vegas. He might have been bloodied up a bit, but it doesn't matter. We have, of course, new champions. We have Shinsuke Nakamura as our new RCW Carnage champion. Brian Outlaw definitely is not happy about that. For sure. Come on, take a screenshot of that for me, please. Oh, it will take a screenshot of that, but it wouldn't take a screenshot of anything that I did before. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But we have Shinsuke Nakamura as the new RCW Carnage champion. We have the Usos as the new tag team champions. We have Sky retaining her women's title against Alexa Bliss. And we have a new RCW World Champion in Randy Orton. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this RCW Envy Pay-Per-View. Again, we're going to take a little bit of a short break from this. I always like to take a little bit of a break because, you know, just in case anybody missed the first half of the season, this is only the first half. This is the 10th episode. Every 10th episode is a pay-per-view, and we have 20 episodes a season, so that would make the next pay-per-view, Forsaken, the season finale. So, with that said, I like to usually give a little bit of a break in between. That way that people that miss a little bit of this or miss the entire season or whatever it may be, whether you missed a couple episodes or the whole entire first half of the season, I'd like to give a little bit of time for those to watch it if they're unable to watch it live. In case you miss any of the episodes, they are available to watch on my Twitch channel using the past broadcasts. They're also available to watch on my YouTube in a playlist, which is RCW or Ravage Championship Wrestling Season 3 or Season 2 or Season 1. There's 3 separate playlists depending on if this is your first time here or if this is the only episode you've missed. I put them in chronological order so that you can watch them chronologically. And I highly suggest you do it that way because otherwise the storylines aren't going to add up if you don't watch it chronologically the way that it's supposed to be watched. It's like missing one episode of Raw. You won't know what's going on in terms of storylines. So, anyways, The Undertaker is victorious in his matchup against The Rock. We will be back soon with RCW stuff. As far as what's gonna take place, as far as streaming wise, for in place of RCW for this little break is Lockdown. Lockdown has sort of been put on the back burner, which is a spin-off show focusing on the career of the Outlaws, which you saw some of them today. That show will be back on soon, sooner than later. I still have to figure out, because I go back to college next week, so I still have to figure out a proper schedule with college and stuff. So I do have a college schedule and an on-break schedule. So you can check that in my Twitch panels there. You can also, if you like what you've seen today, or even if you've seen like 20-30 minutes of it, if you like what you see today, feel free to follow the channel. I mostly do wrestling stuff on the channel. Also, I have a Facebook page, RCW Rabbit Championship Wrestling, where I post when pay-per-views are going on, when stuff's going on. Everything RCW that has to do with this show is on that page, so feel free to like it, or if you don't use Facebook, check it out anyway, because I think it's a really nice page just to keep up to date with stuff. Make sure to follow me on Twitter if you feel so inclined. That way you can stay up to date with when streams are happening. Again, I apologize for being a little bit under the weather today. I'm still getting over a little bit of a cold. I'm surprised I didn't cough as much as I was doing yesterday. So anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next episode of RCW. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I can't wait to see what follows.